They said sad love story has to end and tears has to last for years and years. Has to leave you broken on the floor, has to leave you wanting more. But my story took a different turn. I had so much to learn. I took the sadness and the pain and danced in the rain. I turned the pages, wrote a new chapter, one filled with laughter, one where I became the star. No matter how far, this is a sad love story with a happy ending. A story that's still bending towards the light, towards the sun. My freedom has been won. I took the heartbreak and the loss. I counted up the cost, and I built a new life from the ashes of my own lashes. I don't regret a single day with you along the way. You taught me who I didn't wanna be. You helped me see that I deserve so much more than what you had in store. That I am worthy of real love from above. So thank you for the pain and strife, for giving me my life, for showing me the way to go, for helping me grow. This is a sad love story with a happy ending. A story that's still bending towards the light, towards the sun. My freedom has been won. I took the heartbreak and the loss. I counted up the cost, and I built a new life from the ashes with my own lashes, in my own lashes. And now I stand here on my own. I found my throne. I'm happy, whole and truly free. Finally, finally me. Sad love story had a happy end, because I learned to bend, not for you, but for me. The hero is me. This is a sad love story with a happy ending. It's true. I'm finally breaking through. This is a sad love story with a happy ending. I see the best is yet to be. This is a sad love story with a happy ending. I'm free. Finally, finally me. This is a sad love story with a happy ending. I know is helping me grow. Sad love story, happy end on my own. Best friend. We celebrated our last night with champagne glasses, golden light. You said a toast to what we had. You said a toast to good and bad. I didn't know it was goodbye. I didn't see it in your eye. I thought we were celebrating us. I thought we had more time to trust. The bubbles rose, the glasses clinked. I had no idea what you think was happening, was going down. You were leaving this town. Champagne tears falling in my glass. Champagne tears, the final toast to the one I love the most. You kissed my forehead, said goodnight. You held me close, you held me tight. And in the morning you were gone. I woke up to a different dawn. The champagne glass was by the sink, the only evidence I think that you were ever really here, that you were ever really near. I picked it up, I held it close. I saw the remnants of the toast, a single bubble, a single drop, a place where I could stop. Champagne tears falling in my glass, toasting to a love that wouldn't last. Champagne tears, bitter and sweet, celebrating our defeat. I drink to you, I drink to me, I drink to what will never be. Champagne tears, the final toast to the one I love the most. But now I'm raising up my glass to a future that will pass. All the pain, all the sorrow, to a better tomorrow. Not to you, not to us, but to rebuilding trust in myself, in my life, in ending all this strife. Champagne tears, I'm drinking to me, to the person I'm going to be. Champagne tears, I'm letting go of everything you'll never know. Champagne tears, the final toast is to the one I love the most. Myself, my heart, my soul. I'm finally in control. Champagne tears, toasting me, finally free. Free. Learning to live without your morning text, the one I always used to expect, the one that said good morning, beautiful, the one that made each day so full. I'm learning to make my own coffee now, without wondering how you like yours, without fixing to. I'm learning to live without you. It's the little things that hurt the most, the ones that feel like friendly goals, the habits I can't seem to break, for goodness sake. I'm learning to live day by day, finding my own way. I'm learning to live step by step, filling the space you left. It's hard, it's slow, it's not what I planned, but I'm learning to stand on my own 2 feet alone. I'm learning to live home. I'm learning to watch our show by myself, the one we put up on the shelf every Tuesday night at 8. I'm learning to accept my fate. I'm learning to sleep in the middle of the bed without you lying ahead. I'm learning to stretch out and be free. supposed to have all the good and the bad. I'm learning to live you day by day, finding my own way. I'm learning to live you step by step, filling the space you left. It's hard, it's slow, it's not what I planned, but I'm learning to stand on my own 2 feet alone. I'm learning to live without you, I'm finding my own home. And some days are harder than the rest. Some days I fail the test. Some days I break down and cry. Some days I wonder why, but most days I keep moving on. I keep facing the dawn. I keep putting one foot in front of the other. I keep discovering. I'm learning to live without you, and I'm okay. I'm going to be okay today. I'm learning to live without you, and I see the person I'm becoming is me. I'm learning to live without you, and I'm free. Finally, finally me. I'm learning to live without you, without you. And I know I'm learning to grow, learning to live without you, learning to give myself the breakthrough. You held me like I was made of glass, said I was delicate, said I was class. You polished every crack until it shone, made me believe I'd never break alone. But delicate things, they're easy to drop on wrong move, and you reached the top, you didn't mean to. That's what you said as you watched me shatter on the bed. You tried to glue me back with sorry eyes, but some things break in ways you can't disguise. Porcelain heart painted in gold. You showed me off till the story got old. Porcelain heart, thin and see-through. You saw right through it, then you broke it in two. And now I'm just pieces on the floor, a collector's item you don't want anymore. I let you keep me on the highest shelf. I trusted no one else would have myself. You loved the way I looked when I collect, but never held me close enough at night. Fragile things need gentle hands. You held me like you had other plans, and when the cracks began to show, you put me back and let me go. Said I was too hard to hold, too much to keep, too beautiful to hold. collector's item you don't want anymore. The porcelain can be remade, fired into flames, repainted, remade. I'll put myself back piece by piece, stronger than before, a masterpiece. And one day someone with careful hands will understand that I wasn't made to stand on shelves where no one dares to touch. I was made to be loved too much. Porcelain heart, learning to be without your fingerprints on me. Porcelain heart, I'm still intact, even with every crack. I'm still here. I'm still here, but clear. I built my walls so high, brick by brick. Learned my lessons from the scars I couldn't fix. But you stood outside with patient hands, whispered softly, baby, let me in. I cracked the door just wide enough to see a future where you might be good for me. You smiled that smile, the one that felt like home. I didn't know I was letting in the storm. Oh, I was so careful with everyone else, but with you I let down every defense. I let you in, I let you stay, gave you the keys and you gave me pain. I let you in, tore down the gate. Now I'm the one left out in the rain. How was I supposed to know that letting you in meant letting me go? You fill the spaces where the silence live, made promises that only takers give. I started planning futures in my head while you were planning all the words you never said. The morning came and you were cold as stone. I woke up in a bed I've always known, but somehow felt like I was somewhere else, a stranger sleeping next to someone else. So I gave you everything I'd say for years, and you took it without If it was I win the trophy, I get the applause because I loved you more than you love me. That's the painful truth, that's the reality. I gave you everything I had to give. I showed you how to truly live in love and trust and vulnerability, while you just kept a part of you from me. You held back your reserve, you made sure your heart was preserved, while I laid mine out on the line. I gave you all of mine. I loved you more, and it shows in the way the river flows from my eyes every night, in the way I still hold on tight to memories you've already released. I loved you more, to say the least. I loved you more, and that's the truth, the saddest story of my youth. I remember anniversaries and dates. I remembered all the little things you hate. I learned your coffee order, your favorite song. I tried so hard to belong to you, to us, to what we were. I gave and gave until it hurt, and you just took and took and took without a second look. You said love isn't measured, isn't weighed, but the imbalance was clearly displayed in every effort, every care, in the love you couldn't share. I loved you more, and it shows in the way the river flows from my eyes every night, in the way I still hold on tight to memories you've already released. I loved you more, to say the least. I loved you more, and that's the truth, the saddest story of my youth. But here's what I'm learning now: loving more doesn't mean you know how to love yourself enough to see that you deserve reciprocity. I loved you more, but I love me enough to know that loving you is tough, and I deserve an equal heart, not just a partner playing a part. I loved you more, but that was then. Now I'm learning to love again, myself, my life, my future bright, without you in my side. I loved you more, but I won't anymore. I'm walking through a different door. I loved you more, but now I see the one who matters most is me. I loved you more, but now I love me, and that's the way it's supposed to be. You love the girl you thought I was, the one who fit inside because you needed someone to complete the picture of your life so neat. You love my smile, you love my hair, you love the way I dress with care, you love the way I made you look to everyone like a storybook. But when I showed you I am the messy, broken, real me, damn, you pulled away. You couldn't stay, you had nothing left to say. You only love the idea of me, not the flesh and blood out the real words I said. You love the fantasy, a dream, not the woman, not the queen. You only love the idea of me. Now I'm finally free. You wanted perfect, wanted clean. You wanted a porcelain magazine, cover girl with no mistakes, who never bends, who never breaks. But I am human, I am real, I have scars you couldn't heal. I have thoughts that don't align with your perfect neat design. I try to be the girl you wanted, I try to be the one you wanted, with expectations and demands, but I couldn't meet your standards. You only love the idea of me, not the flesh and blood, not the reality. You only love the picture in your head, not the real words I said. You loved a fantasy, a dream, not the woman, not the queen. You only love the idea of me. Now I'm finally free, and now I'm grateful that you left, even though I felt bereft, because I found the real me now, the one who's learning to allow herself to be completely real, with all her flaws, with all she feels. And someone someday will love all of me, not just the idea, but the reality. You only love the of me, but I love the reality. You only love the shadow, the shade, but I love the woman I've made. You only love the idea, it's true, but I love me through and through. You only love the idea of me, but I love the real me finally. Really, finally, completely, completely free. The girl in the mirror is me now. I look in the mirror and I see her there, the girl with the same hair, the girl with the same eyes. But she's different, she's wise. She's been through things she never thought she'd survive. She's kept her heart alive. She's weathered storms and felt the rain. She's felt the pain. She looks back at me as she smiles. She's walked so many miles. She's come so far from who she was. She knows, because the girl in the mirror is me now. She's finally showing how a girl in the mirror is strong and true. She knows what to do. She's not the girl who loved you then, she'll never love that way. I lived in disconnection from who I was, from who I'd be. I couldn't see the beauty in my own face, the strength, the power, the grace. I only saw the pain and loss, the incredible cost. But now I look and I admire the woman who walked through the fire, the woman who survived it all, who learned to stand tall. The girl in the mirror is me now. She's finally showing me how. The girl in the mirror is strong and true. She knows what to do. She's not the girl who loved you then, so never love that way again. The girl in the mirror you see is the best version of me. I talk to her sometimes at night. I tell her she's alright. I tell her that I'm proud of her, that she's a come to her. She nods and smiles and understands. She's in command. She's the captain of her soul. She's in control. The girl in the mirror, finally me, learning to be. Completely free. Finally, the girl in the mirror I see, the best is yet to be. The girl in the mirror I know is where I need to go. Finally me, learning to be completely free. It happened at the train station, platform 3, the same place where you first said you loved me. The irony was not lost on my heart, that where love began, love would depart. You held my face, you looked in my eyes, and said the words that sealed our goodbyes. I can't do this anymore, I'm sorry, I'm done. And just like that, our race was run. I wanted to scream, I wanted to beg, I wanted to hold on to your leg, but pride kept me standing, kept me still, as you walked away, as you fulfilled. Our last goodbye was the hardest thing. No more words left to sing. Our last goodbye was silent and cold, just the story of us growing old and ending, fading, drifting away on that cold and rainy day. Our last goodbye will always be the moment you stop loving me. watch you walk through the gates alone, your suitcase dragging your phone, already in your hand, already moving on, already thinking of a different dawn. I stood there frozen for what felt like years, drowning in a river of tears. The train pulled away, taking you with it, and my world was permanently split. I don't remember walking home, I don't remember feeling alone. I just remember the sound of the train, the whistle screaming through the rain. Our last goodbye was the hardest thing, no more words left to sing. Our last goodbye was silent and cold, just the story of us growing old and ending, fading, drifting away on that cold and rainy day. Our last goodbye will always be the moment you stop loving me. But last goodbyes can be first hellos to a life where I finally grow into the person I was meant to be. Without you, without the misery that came with loving someone who could leave so easily, could just undo everything we built with a single word, the cruelest thing I've ever heard. Our last goodbye was the first hello to a life where I could finally grow. Our last goodbye taught me to see that your leaving set me free. Our last goodbye wasn't the end, it was the beginning. My heart would mend. Our last goodbye was the start of me finally, finally being free. Last goodbye, first hello, time to flourish, time to grow. It's been folded in the backseat for months now. Your old blanket, the one you used to use when we'd go driving. I don't know how, I haven't been able to move it, to choose, to take it inside, to wash it or fold it away. It just sits there day after day, a reminder that you were here, a reminder that you are near me. Spirit in the fibers of the cloth, and the way it kept you warm, and the way it fought the cold of winter, the chill of night, and the way it held you tight. The blankets you left in the car is my heart's guiding star. It leads me back to you, it helps me make it through the long and lonely nights, the days without any lights. The blankets you left in the car is where my memories are. Sometimes I sit in the backseat and wrap myself in its warmth. I pretend that we still meet, I pretend that you're still north of me, of here, of everything. I pretend that you still bring comfort, love, and peace to me. I pretend that we are free, free from pain, free from loss, free from having to pay the cost of loving in of having to start anew. The blanket you left in the car is my heart's guiding star. It leads me back to you. It helps me make it through the long and lonely nights, the days without any lights. The blanket you left in the car is where my memories are. My friend saw it the other day. She said you really should take that in. I didn't know what to say. I didn't know how to begin to explain that it's not just a blanket, it's a piece of you, a token. It's the only thing I haven't yet banked it, the only promise not broken. The blanket you left in the car will stay right where you are. In my heart, in my mind, the only peace I find is wrapped up in this thread, is lying in my bed of memories of you, the blanket through and through. It's been folded in the backseat for months now. Your old blanket, your old blanket. The coffee maker only makes one cup now. I don't cook eggs the way you like them anyhow. The remote control stays on my side. There's no one here to argue with at night. I caught myself reaching for your hand in the middle of a movie that we planned to watch together when you got home. But you never came home, now I'm alone. I still sleep on your side of the bed, pretending that you're there inside my head. The pillow still holds the shape of you. What I wouldn't do, what I wouldn't do. I haven't washed the sheets since you left. Some part of me still feels bereft of the warmth that used to pull me through. Now I'm sleeping on your side, missing you. Your toothbrush is still by the sink. I know it's pathetic, but I can't bring myself to throw the last of you away. It's the only proof you stay. My friends say I need to let you go. They don't understand, they'll never know what it's like to love someone so much that even their absence feels like time. Still sleep on your side of the bed, pretending that you're there inside my head. The pillow still holds the shape of you. What I wouldn't do, what I wouldn't do. She says I haven't walked a single mile toward healing, toward letting go. But how do you heal when you don't wanna know? A life without him, a future alone. I'd rather stay here, turn to stone in the moment when you were still mine, before we ran out of time. I'll always sleep on your side of the bed. It's the closest I can get to you, instead of having you here lying next to me, holding me, telling me we'll always be. I haven't washed the sheets and I never will. Some loves leave a mark that time can't kill. And though the other side is cold and blue, I'll keep sleeping on your side, waiting for you. Your side of the bed will always be mine, will always be yours, will always be. Danced until the clock struck 12. I was under your spell. You held me close, you held me tight. Everything felt so right. But when the bell began to chime, you said we're running out of time. You kissed my hand, you said goodbye, and left me wondering why. The magic faded, the spell was broken. I was left a willing, joking, rags again, alone, forlorn. Since the moment I was born, I'm Cinderella after midnight, alone in the dark, waiting for a prince who left his mark and ran away before the light could show him who I am at night. I'm Cinderella after midnight, sitting on the steps, holding on to memories, holding on to prayers that someday you'll come back for me and finally see. I left a slipper by the door, hoping you'd come back for more. But you never came, you never called. I watched my hopeful heart just fall into the abyss of what might be, of what you'll never see in me. A princess waiting for her prince, convinced since that fairy tales are made for fools, that love has its own set of rules that don't include the likes of me, the girl who's never truly free. I'm Cinderella after midnight, alone in the dark, waiting for a prince who left his mark and ran away before the light could show him who I am at night. I'm Cinderella after midnight, sitting on the steps, holding on to memories, holding on to prayers that someday he'll come back for me and finally see. But Cinderella got a prince, they say. She found her happy ever after day. But my story's different, my princess fled and I'm left standing in his stead. But I don't need a prince to save me now, I figured it out somehow. I am my own fairy tale, I will not fail. I'm found my light, not in a print, but in my own fight. I remember the day you left it there, the small metal key lying bare on the kitchen counter where we used to eat, where we used to talk, where we used to meet. You didn't say a word, just placed it down. You didn't make a sound, you just walked out the door and disappeared, and left me with everything I fear. The key to our house, the one we bought together, the one we thought would last forever. It sat there glinting in the morning light, a symbol that you'd given up the fight. I picked it up and held it in my hand. I tried to understand how something so small, so simple, so plain could cause so much pain. The house key on the counter was where my heart's hope found its grave. The house key on the counter was the last thing you gave. It opened doors I can't walk through. It opened doors that led to you. The house key on the counter is where my dreams went to the grave. I haven't moved it, it still sits there, a monument to our despair. I walk past it every single day, and every time I wanna say, come back, pick it up again, come back, and let the love begin again, from scratch, from the very start. Come back and fix my broken heart, but keys don't move, they just stay still. They don't respond to my will, they just sit there cold and hard, a tiny permanent shard. The house key on the counter was where my heart's hope found its grave. The house key on the counter was the last thing you gave. It opened doors I can't walk through. It opened doors that led I remember the day you left it there, a small metal key lying bare, lying bare. If I could go back and do it again, knowing everything, knowing when you would break my heart in two, I still choose you. I still choose the laughter and the tears, still choose the hopes and fears, I still choose every single day. I still find a way to love you, even though in the end, to love you, even though you'd bend my heart until it broke in two, I'd still choose you. You were my favorite mistake, my best regret, the one I'll never forget. You were my favorite mistake, the one I make again, the one who taught me how to bend without breaking, without falling apart. You were the fire and the spark. You were my favorite mistake, it's true. I'm still learning because of you. I learned so much from loving you. I learned what I shouldn't do. I learned where my boundaries are. I learned to reach for the stars. I learned that love can hurt so much. I learned about the gentle touch. I learned about the hard goodbye. I learned about the how and why. And even though it didn't last, I'm grateful for the past. I'm grateful for the love we shared, for the way you always cared. You were my favorite mistake, my best regret, the one I'll never forget. You were my favorite mistake, the one I make again, the one who taught me how to bend without breaking, without falling favorite mistake. Thank you for opening the door to so much more. I saw your wedding on social media. Someone tagged me, I couldn't be ruder to myself, but I looked anyway. I watched you on your wedding day. You looked so happy, she looked so beautiful. The day was bright, the sun was full, but in my heart a storm began. A downpour, a deluge, a rain for one man. They say rain on your wedding day is good luck, but the rain in my heart, it's stuck. It pours and pours and pours and pours like never before. It's rain on a wedding day in my soul, while you're promising to love and hold someone who isn't me, someone new, while I'm still in love with you. It's rain on a wedding day, pouring down on this side of town, while you're celebrating love so true. I'm raining, raining over you. I should've blocked you, should've unfriended, I should've let our story end, but curiosity got the best of me, and now I'm drowning in the sea of what could have been, of what we lost, of the incredible cost of loving someone who could move on so easily. Before the dawn, the comment said perfect couple, perfect day, while I'm crying my heart away in my apartment all alone, staring at my phone. Is the rain on a wedding day in my soul, while you're promising to love and hold someone who isn't me, someone new, while I'm still in love with you. It's rain on a wedding day, pouring down on this side of town, while you're celebrating love so true. I'm raining, raining over you. But maybe rain is what I need to wash away the pain, to plant a seed of new beginnings, of new life, to end this internal strife. Maybe the rain will cleanse my heart and give me a brand new start. Maybe the rain will help me see that your happiness can set me free. So show me a way into a new life. Oh, away from the strife. It's right on a rain on your wedding day. I saw your wedding. I saw your wedding day. Wait on your wedding day. Wait on your. Wait on your wedding day. Wait on your wedding day. It's rain on your wedding day. Washing me into a new life, away from the strife. It's rain on a wedding day. It's rain on a wedding. It's not the words we said that hurt the most. It's not the angry toast we raised to broken dreams and trust. It's not the turning to dust. It's the silence in between the words. The silence like 1,000 birds that fly away and leave you cold. A story left untold. It's the pause before the goodbye. The hesitation in your eye. The moment when you could have spoken but left your heart broken. The silence in between is where you live. It's all you had to give. The silence in between is where I wait for you to change our fate. But you never do, you never will. You leave me standing on a hill. The silence in between, you see, is the silence killing me. I remember all the things you didn't say. On that final day, the words you swallowed kept inside. The places you could hide, you left me with the quiet space. what it means. Time to go. Ran into an old friend today. She asked how you were, what to say. I said you're fine, you're doing well. I didn't tell her, couldn't tell that I don't know, that we don't talk, that you're a stranger on a different walk, that I'm not part of your life now, that I don't remember how it felt to have you close to me, to have you as my family, to have you as my everything. Before the fall, before the stint, she said you seem different now, and I didn't know how to tell her that you took a part of me and broke my heart. I'm not the girl you used to know, the one who loved you so. She died a little every day when you decided not to stay. I'm someone new, someone rebuilt from all the love that you let wilt. I'm not the girl you used to know, but I'm learning how to grow. I used to be so carefree, so full of light, so full of glee. I trusted everyone I met. I haven't gotten over it yet. The way you left without a word, the way you made my heart absurd, for believing in your love, for trusting powers up above. Now I'm cautious, now I'm slow. Now I question if I'll ever know the kind of love that doesn't leave, the kind of love I can't believe. I'm not the girl you used to know, the one who loved you so. She died a little every day when you decided not to stay. I'm someone new, someone rebuilt from all the love that you let wilt. I'm not the girl you used to know, but I'm learning how to grow, and maybe that's a good thing. Maybe losing you would bring a version of myself that's strong, a version that can sing a song of independence, of survival, of coming through the final trial, of learning in that I'm enough alone, of building a life that's all my own. I'm not the girl you used to know, and honestly I'm glad and so grateful for the pain you caused, for everything I lost, because losing you made me find the strength I never knew I had inside. I'm not the girl you used to know, I'm better, stronger, watch me not the girl you used to know. I'm better now, I'm better now. It was a Tuesday night, nothing special at all. You were heading out the door, getting ready to before. To sleep, to work, to something new. I didn't know it was the last time I'd hear from you. Those 3 words, so simple, so true. I love you, you said like you always do. A habit, a routine, and a part of our day. I didn't know you were about to go away. I said it back the usual way. I love you too, have a good day. You smiled, you waved, you walked out the door. I had no idea you'd come back no more. I've replayed that moment a million times in my head, in my heart, in my rhymes. I've tried to hear something in your voice, some hint that you made a different choice. The last time you said I love you was the last time I ever knew that love could be so real, so true. The last time you said I love you, I didn't know it was the end. I didn't know you would bend until you broke, until you snapped. The last time you said I love you, tried. If I had known it was the last, I would have held on, held fast. I would have begged you not to go. I would have tried to let you know how much your love meant to me, how much you helped me to be free, how much I needed you right there, how much I always, always cared. I would have said it back with more. I would have opened every door. I would have shown you in my soul how you had made me whole. The last time you said I love you was the last time I ever knew that love could be so real, so true. The last time you said I love you, I didn't know it was the end. I didn't know you would bend until you broke, until you snapped. The last time you said I love you, trapped. I say it to the wind sometimes. I say it to the stars and rhymes. I say it open, you can hear. I say it year after year. I love you, I always will, even though my heart is still broken, bleeding on the floor. I love you forevermore. The last time you said I love you, I'll carry with me through and through. It's etched into my memory, it's part of my history. It's the last gift you gave to me before you set me free. The last time you said I love you is the last thing I hold on to. It was a Tuesday night, nothing special at all, nothing special at all. They write songs about love at last, about futures built on solid paths, about couples growing old together in every kind of weather. But my song is different, my song is sad. My song is about the good times we had and how they weren't enough to keep us from falling into the deep. There's no fairy tale, no perfect end, no lover who will comprehend that sometimes love just isn't enough. Sometimes the road gets too rough. No happy ending here, just goodbye. No silver lining in this sky. No happy ending here, just tears, just the memory of the years we spent together side by side before the love inside us died. No happy ending here, it's true, just me alone, missing you. I wanted to make perfect sense of all the chaos and the pain. I wanted to break every chain, but some chains are meant to hold. Some stories are meant to be told as tragedies, as lessons learned, as bridges forever burn. I fought for us, I fought so hard. I let you be my only card, but the game was rigged from the start. I never had a winning heart. No happy ending here, just goodbye. No silver lining in this sky. No happy ending here, just tears, just the memory of the years we spent together side by side before the love inside us died. No happy ending here, it's true, just me alone, missing you. But maybe happy endings are overrated. Maybe they're now what's faded. For every soul, for every heart, maybe the ending is just the start of something different, something new, something that will see me through. Not a happy ending, but a happy beginning, a life worth winning. No happy ending here, but a happy start to a life where I play the leading part. No happy ending here, but a brand new day where I'm learning how to find my way. No happy ending, and that's okay. I'm gonna be okay. No happy ending here, you see, because I'm writing a new ending for me. New ending, new me, finally free. Held me up to the light, said I was beautiful, said I was bright. The colors shining through my soul made you feel complete and whole. Stained glass is fragile too. One wrong move can break it through, and when it breaks, it doesn't end. It shatters, and that's the end. You dropped me carelessly one day. You didn't mean to, but you walked away and left me lying on the floor in pieces I couldn't ignore. My stained glass heart is shattered it's just a memory pool of what we were, of what we had, of the good and of the bad. My stained glass heart lies on the ground in pieces, waiting to be found. I try to put it back together, piece by piece in stormy weather, but the fit is never quite the same. Your colors don't align the same. Some pieces are to a smaller place, some have vanished without a trace, and what I'm left with is a mess of what used to be my best. You come around and say you're sorry, you say you'll fix it, no need to worry. And some things can't be fixed with glue, some things have to start anew. My stained glass heart is shattered now, light shines through the cracks somehow. My stained glass heart was beautiful, but now it's just a memory pool of what we were, of what we had, of the good and of the bad. My stained glass heart lies on the ground in pieces, waiting to be found. But stained glass heart is the one thing, got broken pieces can't take wing and form a new design, a new creation, a different kind of foundation. So I'm gathering up my colored glass and letting the healing slowly pass. I'll make myself a new design, more beautiful, more fine. My stained glass heart is being remade in colors that will never fade. My stained glass heart is learning to be a masterpiece for all to see. Not because of what you did, but because my heart is no longer hid. My stained glass heart is strong and true, and it finally sees the light through. Stained glass heart, your work of art, broken and remade, never to fade. Stained glass heart, you're a work of art, broken and remade, never to fade. You held me up, you held me up.